I guess comics have their reasons for a character not having much screen time. This version of Kingpin, for example, apparently got murdered, fell from this crazy height. For the most part, I like to stick with the main continuity when it comes to comic characters. But Marvel is a multiverse, of course, so there's different versions of the same character. They have a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences. So when it comes to different versions of Kingpin in the multiverse, I thought it would be fun to go over the ultimate comic universe version of Kingpin. You know, the ultimate universe that's different from the main universe. You know, the universe that has the ultimate Avengers, their different Avengers, and their ultimate universe version of Spider-Man. They have their own Kingpin. Let's get into it. He's not like the main Kingpin when it comes to a whole bunch of comic appearances. He has limited comic appearances, but there seems to be some themes that seem to be the same, with him always being a threat toward a universe version of Spider-Man, the ultimate universe version of Spider-Man, for example, who isn't by any means weak. In this universe, he's 6'7", 500 pounds. One thing that's similar to his main continuity is that he has unrealistic strength for him to not have no superpowers. Strong enough to crush a man's skull with his bare hands. He uses his bulk as a weapon when fighting. And look at his fighting on the power grid, better than his other stuff on the grid, letting you know he can fight. When we deep dive into his lore, it's similar to what we're used to. He's a kingpin of crime, the city's leading crime lord. He always seems to avoid being hit by the authorities. Kingpin, technically, like main continuity, even when he apparently murders somebody on tape, his lawyer convinces him he will be able to get him out of it or fix the situation. Like, that's crazy. Are you sure you can get him out of this situation, lawyer? Because he definitely had to leave the country. Well, apparently he was out. Kingpin's always getting out of trouble. Even being caught on videotape isn't enough, apparently. Spider-Man gets annoyed, even says everybody in the world knows you're a murderer, but he can just walk around because everybody kisses his tush. Yeah, Kingpin has friends in high places everywhere. He's scary. Getting caught on tape and he's still walking free. Believe it or not, as savage as Kingpin is, in this universe, just like what we're used to, he loves Vanessa. Let's talk about him. Not much to go off of, because he literally has less than 100 appearances in the Ultimate Universe, of course. This isn't the main continuity after all. Like, guys, I don't think you guys understand how strong this guy is, and he has no superpowers, and Spider-Man does, even in the Ultimate Universe. Like, his bulk comes in handy when it comes to his durability. Spider-Man literally punches him, he just doesn't even flinch. I know Spider-Man's probably holding back, but that's still a feat. I mean, it's occasions like this you can tell by his grip that he has amazing strength, but he can also tank a lot. He may not have superpowers, but just like in main continuity, he has super beings that work for him or work with him where they have a common interest and such. He's a businessman after all. Even this universe version of Elektra, he's actually had her do assignments, beings that he's never really known who they are. He'll just tell his people to let her do what she does, saying just get it done, even though I've never heard of her in this particular situation. He can just call Poindexter, you know, Bullseye, whenever he feels like it, to do a job for him. He seems to always have some type of staff on him at hand, you know? I mean, just look at his size. You can just tell he can hit hard and punch hard. I mean, look how he looks with no shirt on. This is scary 500 pounds. You see how he easily grabs people with one arm? He has this kind of strength, even cracking the wall like this. Like, you got occasions like this that show, like, even when he's trapped in Spider-Man's web, he can rip out, and along with the bricks that was attached to the web. It's the common theme that everybody underestimates Kingpin. They think he's fat when he's actually 500 pounds of raw muscle. And that scene when he can hit this hard, look what his punches can do to this random table. He can easily break wood. You can see how the ground or environment acts when he punches, chipping bricks and concrete with his hits. You got moments like this that imply he could strike through walls. I mean, look how he's going through this door with his raw attacks. So it's obvious he can hit hard and punch hard. I think we all can agree that his punches can do this to a brick wall. This is not that far-fetched. He's fighting Ultimate Spider-Man, you know. Yeah, look what Kingpin did to this door. Poindexter, he just slaps here. Imagine calling yourself trying to jump somebody like Kingpin off guard. You thinking he's just helpless when he just overpowers you and punches you, then takes your mask off, punches so hard that it does this to the car, and can smack him hard enough to send him flying towards the car. Don't even get hit from an off-guard punch like this guy did. He would just do significant damage with just one hit or two, to where you're basically out of commission because his punches or kicks are that hard. I'm talking about absurd stuff like being blasted with energy blast. But yeah, everybody, I hope you enjoyed. He really doesn't have that many appearances. He doesn't have that many feats, but you guys probably get the premise. Just on the amount of showings he lacks, I would definitely say the 616 has him beat, but this one shouldn't be a slouch, but we have actually seen this one get murdered. So we got somewhat an idea of his limits if he can die from long falls like this. This was a ridiculously long fall though, but yeah, he actually did die though. Yeah, but thick brick structures, I don't see no reason why he wouldn't be able to break it, matching Ultimate Spider-Man. You guys know what Ultimate Spider-Man has done based on the videos on my channel, so he's no slouch. Him giving Ultimate Spider-Man this much issues should give you respect by default, even though he lacks showings. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, even though this was shorter than you probably wanted. Respect this version of Kingpin in the Ultimate Universe. But before I get going, thanks for the donations, everybody. It helps out a lot. Respect the Kingpin. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.